Hi, everyone. This is Father Bob Douglas. I'm the rector of St. Mark's Episcopal Church in Citrus Park, Tampa. And this is a mission spotlight video. And today we're focusing on the endowment. And specifically, we have Mr. Michael Valdez here with us, and he is the chairperson of the Endowment Committee. And grateful to have you here with me today. And so I'd like to ask Michael to reintroduce yourself and tell us the role that you play in the Endowment Committee.
Father Bob, thank you for this opportunity. I'm Michael Valdez. I'm a member of the congregation here at St. Mark's, and currently I've been asked to be the chairman of the committee for the endowment. And this job is one that I'm looking forward to and enjoying. We have 6 other members who work with us. The role of the endowment committee is to help set the vision of where we want to go with the endowment, and then secondarily make sure we build a communication plan so that we're going to be communicating with everyone within the congregation on a regular basis.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to have you here with me, and I'm glad that you're part of the Endowment Committee. I know when we talk about giving, right, we normally think in terms of operational giving, right? We're sitting in the magnificent sanctuary of St. Mark's, and with lights, heat, air conditioning, all those types of things that help us to stay worshiping on Sundays. How is the endowment different than operational giving?
Well, I'd like to explain that, but before we start, let me say that the endowment here at St. Mark's is relatively new. We started it in 2015, and we've been very successful so far. We've been able to accumulate $50,000 in that short period of time. But to specifically answer your question, when we're giving on a regular basis, we are setting up to make sure that we can keep our facility around us. An endowment is a future gift. It's a time in the future where we're going to have money available to fund the ministries that are so important to everyone. If I may, I'll use an analogy here of a flock. And if you could imagine a flock of chickens have output, and that output is eggs. And so as we're building our flock and building our endowment, we're going to live off those eggs. And it's not that we're living off the ministries. The reason that we're creating this is the future ministries are then funded through that. We are not to consume our chickens, right? We're to grow our flock. And when growing our flock, we grow ultimately our eggs. So that's really kind of the difference, if that analogy is something that works.
And it is important to think beyond today, right? Because we want St. Mark's Episcopal Church to be a vibrant, contributing part of the community well beyond the time that we're here, right? 5, 10, 15, 50 years down the road, we want to make sure that St. Mark's is thriving, and the community around us is thriving because we are here, right? And think about it, what we just experienced. We just are just now coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic, and mission has to keep happening, even when the facilities and things like that are shut down. So tell me, why is it so important that that everybody think long term and think beyond just what the needs of today are?
Well, as Christians and Episcopalians, we think in terms of eternity. Well, the endowment gives you a chance to today create a future eternal way of spreading the good news and touching others. By definition, you don't consume the endowment, you invest it, and by investing it, you're then able to use it in the future. And we talked in terms of 50 years, and I know people may have a hard time wrapping their head around that, but quite frankly, the endowment will be in effect and running maybe when we're on our second or third parish set of buildings. It goes on indefinitely. The cement that's around us does have a lifespan. Our endowment is eternal.
And the truth is, the church has been here for 2,000 plus years, and we're built upon the work of people that have contributed to ministry thousands of years ago. So that's very important. A little bit of a personal question, because I know that that you are an active contributor to the endowment of St. Mark's, and I know that you talk about the future viability of the congregation as being near and dear to your heart. But at the end of the day, this is all about Jesus, right? So could you tell me how contributing to the endowment fund affects your walk with Jesus?
My walk with Jesus is an ongoing process, and being involved as the head volunteer for the endowment committee allows me to work with others who share the vision of what we're trying to do with the endowment, and more importantly lets us build community and learn about each other. Just as we come to church on Sunday and pray and learn and worship together, we are all charged with our engagement with Jesus and growing. And in that same way, we're doing the same thing with the endowment and building on the future for the ministries of our church. Importantly to me is that we know that what we're doing today really goes on forever, as compared to a small bake sale or something that we're doing to do something that we need for next week. This is a future process.
Thank you for that. It's a great analogy. So, how do I get involved? I mean, I think that's the ultimate. I have to think in terms of what can I do today, tomorrow, the next day, to participate in this endowment committee. I'm sure there's multiple ways, but can you let me know what are you asking? What are we asking the congregation to consider?
Thank you for that question. I think it's a question that everyone who's watching this may be thinking. And while many times people think of endowment and they've heard of larger gifts, and we can talk about that if someone would like to have that, but what we're really thinking about is engaging everyone in the congregation. And we're thinking about engaging everyone in the congregation on a monthly basis as we work through our endowment Sundays. And our endowment Sundays, we get our little envelope of which we can then be part of and giving. It would be wonderful if everyone on the endowment Sunday could put $1 into the envelope. Some people may feel driven to give $2 or even feel moved to give $5 or more. But the goal is together, the flock in the congregation giving $1 once a month together over time will continue to build this $50,000 into a much larger sum. And that much larger sum, that flock of chickens will be laying eggs, which we'll then be able to use for our ministries.
I think that's a great example, because I can do $1 or $5 a month. I can absolutely contribute that way, and I think the understanding is that we've raised already about $50,000, and all of that was $1, $2, $5 contributions, and over a short period of time has raised up to $50,000. Right, so that's a great place to be. I just wanted to kind of finish up here. This is an introductory video, right? We want to talk a little bit about what an endowment is and how we could participate in the endowment here at St. Mark's and why that's important. But we're going to do a series of videos right? And that'll show you the different methods or different vehicles that we could use, from stocks to cars to the birthday club to all kinds of different things. And so this is the first of what we consider probably many videos that we'll do, each targeting a specific area that people could contribute that they may not be thinking that's a possibility. So great. Well, Michael, I thank you very much. It's been an awesome experience sitting here and talking to you about this good future work that we're doing, that we may not enjoy, but I know that other folks that come behind us will enjoy. And was any final comment that you would like to make?
No, just to reinforce that the purpose of this video really is to raise awareness of everyone in the congregation of what we're doing and where we're going, and to look forward to future videos and future opportunities for us to engage with you, to help you think about ways the endowment may make sense for you. And we look forward to any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Well done.